Many people are talking about the Metaverse and how it's going to change the world around us. For those unaware, the Metaverse is essentially a virtual world where you can interact with things around you. One of the reasons why it's gaining so much traction is because researchers have said that it has a lot of potential for people to make a profit, and this has in turn brought in investors. One investor, Miss Woods, said that within a few years the Metaverse will influence every corner of the economy, saying that investors need to get involved quickly as it's easily a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Going on to say the following: "It's a big idea that will probably infiltrate every sector in ways that we cannot even imagine." End quote. Elon Musk was recently asked what his thoughts were on the Metaverse, with the interviewer asking whether he sees the Metaverse as being dangerous or helpful for humanity. Elon responded with the following: "Maybe we're in the Metaverse right now. It's just metaverses all the way down. Honestly, I don't buy into the Metaverse stuff. Sure, you can put a TV on your nose. I'm not sure if that means you're in the Metaverse. When I grew up, it was like, don't sit too close to the TV because it will ruin your eyesight. But now it's right here at the end of your nose. I'm not sure if this is good for you. I've tried some of those games and they're okay, but they give you motion sickness. You can do these games on your computer and you can get the first-person game to move rapidly and not get sick. But if you wear goggles, you end up getting sick. It's okay, but Neuralink, for example, can long-term put you into a fully virtual reality world. I don't see this catching on, and I can't see people strapping a TV to their face and moving around all day. It gets uncomfortable for this thing to really catch on. I think that we're far from disappearing into the Metaverse. It sounds buzzwordy and I don't want to sound too old, or that I'm dismissing the internet, but I can't see it catching on. The internet has transformed humanity. I don't want to dismiss this, but I can't see a compelling Metaverse, and it sounds like more of a marketing thing than something that's actually going to catch on." End quote. One user said the following: "I genuinely have nothing against Elon, but I wonder why he came out with this statement. Because in one sentence he dismisses the Metaverse and says that once it rolls out nothing will really change. But in the next sentence he says that Neuralink will be able to put you into an alternative reality. It's strange how he's so dismissive of one but then describes the exact thing in the next sentence. Perhaps he was hoping that Neuralink would be further along by now, and is worrying that the market gap is expanding quicker than he thought." End quote. Elon has been vocal about the future of humanity and the direction that we're heading in, noting that artificial intelligence needs to be kept in check before it becomes too self-aware, and that the Metaverse could grow into something that could be all-consuming. But as some have pointed out, he has two companies that covers both of these topics: OpenAI, which is an artificial intelligence research laboratory, and also Neuralink, a company funded by Elon which showcases his newest scientific idea, brain chips. He showed a pig which had a coin-sized chip inside her brain. Elon said the following: "It's kind of like a Fitbit in your skull with tiny wires. It actually fits quite nicely in your skull. It could be under your hair and you wouldn't even know it." End quote. According to the organization, the device could help sufferers of neurological disorders control their phones and computer devices with their mind. Musk announced that his device could someday even cure dementia, Parkinson's and spinal cord injuries. Neuralink will record electrical signals in the brain in order to determine potential actions. Recording neurons will let the link decode the information in the brain. The official website of Neuralink stated the following: "In the movement-related areas of the brain, neurons represent intended movements. There are neurons in the brain that carry information about everything we see, feel, touch, or think. EEGs can monitor neural activity from outside the head, but cannot analyze specific signals. whereas the Neuralink which could be inserted inside the brain could do with ease. The link would be made of micron-scale threads and inserted into areas of the brain which control movement. Every thread will contain a multitude of electrodes. These threads, Musk assures, would be flexible and tiny, so much so that they'd be inserted using a robotic machine, and not by humans, leaving no room for human error. A Neuralink app would accompany the brain chip, allowing you to control your iOS device, keyboard or mouse with your mind by simply thinking about what you like to do. Officially, the Neuralink is a BMI fully integrated brain-machine interface, sometimes referred to as a BCI, or a brain-computer interface. A BMI can link technology to the brain directly. Information from the brain will be sent to the device or vice versa. For example, a computer could send information to the brain that would make it possible to restore the sense of touch to the body. However, many question the safety of such a device, since countless things could go wrong. There's also a lack of safety criteria. It's new territory and lacks standard guidelines, which means we would have to take the company for their word when they say it's safe to use, and is that a risk that people are willing to take? The main goal of the project is allegedly to help those with paralysis, and have their independence returned to them by allowing them the power to control the electronics around them. It will make it easier to communicate in everyday society, and might let people be more creative since they could edit and alter videos, artworks and photographs with their mind. They state that the neurosurgical robot is capable and efficient at electrode insertion, and that the hole made in the skull would be 23mm large in diameter, but inserting this device into the head will put people at risk of heavy bleeding. There's also a chance that blood vessels may be damaged. Currently, the company is facing opposition from many critics, who fear the danger which this device may impose on human life. So what do you make of the metaverse, and do you think it's something that will catch on? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.